Yeah, so I got this cable off of eBay today. It's for SATA hard drives. Should work with SATA 3 as well. It's to USB 3. It comes with two cables. There is one with one cable, but that's for solid state because of low power consumption of solid state has. But this one will work with both solid state and normal. So you've got the two cables. One's for the data, which is the blue one, and one for the black one for the power. So yeah, that's the label. Product code, look. So yeah. Good design, it's not cheap or anything like that. Even though it didn't cost much, it's really well made. Right, so that's what I was on about earlier. The blue one is for data, and the black and white one is for just a bit of power. And that's the bit that goes on the hard drive. So yeah, looking forward to trying this out. Right, this is the SATA hard drive with the cables plugged in. As before, you've got the blue data cable and the power cable. And here's a non-solid state standard platter 1 gig hard drive, sorry, 1 terabyte hard drive. So that if you're using this with solid state, you're going to only need to use one cable, which is the blue one, because obviously you're going to want USB 3 for the speed, and that will be more than adequate to power the solid state. Or if you have any issues, or you're using a platter drive like me, you got the white cable here for power as well. So yeah, only cost a couple of quid, but it's definitely worth it. It fits in there nice and snug. It's not loose or anything like that. So I'm just about to plug it in and show you how it works on Windows 7. So yeah, the next thing you'll see will be the screen capture of what it looks like after I plugged it in. Right, so got a caddy for the 3.5 inch. As you can see, 3.5 inch SATA to USB 3. So the last one I got was just a cable, and that was just for 2.5 inch hard drives. So obviously this one's going to be a lot better. It'll actually be for a proper 3.5 inch hard drive. Now while I can't do a cable or a caddy that works with both, you know, I mean obviously the caddy is different size, but yeah, they could put a partition in there or something, I don't know. But it's just weird how the cable one wouldn't fit on the 3.5 inch, because it actually fit perfectly, but it just doesn't come up any file size. It detected the drive, just no size. But this one will detect it. Okay, this is the unboxing. First time I've even seen it. So yeah, looks good. Okay, well it's metal. And it's black. It has a nice blue USB 3 and a DC power input there. It's even got a little switch. Yeah. Let's see what else is in here. Wow. Nice little power adapter. Let's have a look at this. Hard to focus. Don't know if you can see that. Basically it's just 12 volt output obviously, and it's 2000 milliamp, which is 2 amp. Yeah, made in China, and it's got a little light on it as well, so that's quite cool. And we get a USB 3 cable. It reminds me of like a printer cable, the square thing. Oh, and it does come with a screwdriver, so if you've got no screwdriver, that's fine, this will work. That's cool. Nice little manual, but I won't be needing that, never do. And it comes with a stand, which is sort of weird how that would work. Not too sure. Oh, I suppose it goes like that and it goes inside it. So that's obviously the stand. So yeah. Let's build it and plug it in, and then we'll go to the computer side to see it come up. So yeah, there is the cable there, as you can see inside it. Now you have to do both sides, you can't just take off one side. It basically goes on the hard drive, then it all slides in and then screws back up. So yeah. Right, so there it is with it out. See the two cables there. It's just a question of plugging it in, sliding it back in, screwing it up. There you go, there's it on its stand, ready to go. So just plug it in, see if this bad boy works. Yeah, so this is my 3D BIOS on my 1150 board, Gigabyte obviously, and it's got like a multiplier option, so you can do tweaks and tuning, and yeah, you can do frequency for the processor, memory and voltage. It's quite cool. I haven't actually checked this side of it out. I've only been in the advanced part and changed things that I've needed to change. But if you push F1 you get a 3D mode, and then you can actually just click on the motherboard. I don't know if you can see it behind, but you can see the motherboard. And yeah, you get certain things. You can change the CPU, clock frequency, CPU clock ratio, CPU base clock, processor graphics clock, system memory multiplier, so, and the memory frequency as well. So the memory frequency is set to 1600 megs. System memory multiplier is 16, which is on auto in the middle. So it's not underclocked and it's not overclocked, it's just dead center in the middle. Processor graphics clock 1050, that's on auto, that's in like 3/4 of the way. CPU and PCIe base clock, that's on dead on 100 megs, which is on auto, which is just under half. And the CPU clock ratio is 30, which I can't see if that's actually auto or not. But it's well, near the end, as you can probably see there. Oh yeah, it's quite interesting. You can just quick tune it. I'm pretty sure it's set up to like optimum performance, I suppose, or I assume. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really changed any of it. So I'm just waiting for the temperature to go up. I know you can see there on the right hand side, you've got the system temperature and all that. So yeah, it's around 40 degrees. That's probably the processor, but yeah. The system temp looks more like 34 degrees. I'm waiting for that to increase because solid state doesn't like cold temperatures like 20 degrees. So I'm waiting for it to warm up and then it'll boot to Windows 7 again, because at the moment it's trying to go to Windows 10, which is on a platter drive. So that's how you know when your drives are failing, when the red light stays on. Yeah, you've got a red light here, which is supposed to push to reset. Still staying on, so push the power so it all shuts down properly. Push it again. Oh, the hard drive comes on straight away. That's a bad thing. That shouldn't stay on like that. It's a pain in the ass. But hopefully 22 degrees make it work. It just gets so cold in England that it just fucks with solid state. So something to be aware of, unless you got a nice warm house. Then it's just pointless having a solid state, because you need to keep it at the nice 21, 22 degrees at least, bare minimum, just to keep your solid state operating. So later it goes to this shitty fucking preparing automatic repair on Windows 10, which I don't want. Don't want nothing to do with 10. It's there as a backup, emergency backup. You know, it's not there to be used just willy-nilly, because it's a piece of shit, everyone knows this. So yeah, I'm gonna have fun trying to warm this piece of shit up.